Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Jason Violet, racing for Leadfoot Racing Entertainment here. Just checking in with another video. Racing in the SS-D2 Sprint Car Motion Simulator. This is our flagship product, and if you go out on our website and check out Checkered Flag Checkout, we have the model to suit your needs. So we have everything from a turnkey setup all the way down just to the base. The motion base. If you already have a static sprint car simulator, add new life into it and give it a nice kick of adrenaline. And talking about adrenaline, that was a hard hit to that wall. Anyways, if you do buy the base to use with your static sprint car simulator that you already have, it requires some minor fabrication, but all materials are provided and instructions on how to appropriately fabricate to attach it to your static sprint car simulator. So we are here at a newer track this week, Eldora, with the 360s. So we'll probably go ahead and hit up a little bit of practice time. We're probably almost expired for open practice, and then we'll go to the race server, and then we can do I think like 3 minutes of practice before racing kicks off. But yeah, you see my flyover camera is still a little jacked up, but my pedal camera is works the best out of both of them. I don't know what happened to that one, but it used to be fine. Alright, so open setup race. I think I have some old setups for Eldora. I might have to go back to all the way back to season 2. Okay, I do not. So that'll add a little bit of mystery there. So what is closest to the size of this track? Charlotte, maybe? We'll try it out. I had to listen to our RPMs. And yes, I am in my scrubby workwear here, so ready to hop into a race here and real quick before I have to do other things today.
Slow car down low. Slow car down low. Slow car down low. 13, 4, 7, 2, 1.
So yeah, not too bad.
Go high. 13, 9, 1, 4. Outside.
Alrighty
outside. Then. Clear to the top. You got wheel damage. Looks like one of your wheels is out of alignment. You'll have less grip out there.
Always a good idea to not check your mirror and just pull out. It's a little dry out here.
Outside. Stop. Slow car ahead. Car stopped ahead. Car stopped up high. Go low. 13, 4, 5, 2, 9. 75. Left position.
You almost got me again.
6, 7, 7. You have about 5 laps of fuel left. 13, 20, 9, 7, 1. Two laps of fuel left. Car stop ahead. Go low. 13, 20, 6, 9, 3.
Alright, well, you can see how this race is going to
Looks
go.
like one of your wheels is out of alignment. You'll have less grip out there.
So yeah, my with that incident, safety's kicked in for the actuator, so it goes into kind of like a slow motion until you get righted again. I mean, on this track for sure. On a flatter track, it probably won't hit. Well, let's hope the race goes a lot better than this open practice. So yeah, I'll have to double check my fuel load, make sure I have enough for the laps needed at Eldora, since I'm using a different setup for a different track. Alright, so the track doesn't look too bad. Alright, so we got 5 minutes of practice, so. Yeah, I thought for sure I had an Eldora set up, but. What did we use? We used Charlotte, didn't we? So we got about 6 gallons, so we'll have to load in and see. Oops, sorry about that. We'll have to go through and check out our laps. So estimated laps is 10 laps with 6 gallons, so that isn't bad. I think we'll be fine fuel load wise. Yeah, so we'll probably run our qualifying laps down low. Since it feels pretty good down here.
Hard stop down low. Hard stop down low.
Yeah, the track is pretty smooth, so it's kind of nice.
Slow car down low. You have about 5 laps of fuel left. 13.5.
Not get thrashed about too bad like some tracks. or some track generations that iRacing does.
13.51.
Yeah, it seems like some days it's nice and smooth like this. Other days it seems like the track prep crew used a disc plow to resurface the track. It's so bad. So kind of glad we got a smoother ride.
That's it, go.
So we're kind of mid-pack right now, which is typically where I run anyways with the setups I have. I'm mainly out here just running and showcasing the Sprint Car Motion Simulator for you, and I tell you what, I would definitely not be iRacing at all without a motion simulator. It just adds a whole new depth and immersion. Pretty awesome. Alright, Charlotte, we'll say tacky track. Alright, see how we do.
Green flag. Here comes your first time lap.
Yeah, my rear end came around a little bit more than I wanted it to.
13.46.53. Gather that one lap of fuel left. Chicken flag.
Yeah, not the best qualifying run, but what do you do? So with that, we might be more close to the back of the pack with those laps. Yeah, we got Chase Wolf. He didn't qualify yet. He's always fast. Dustin Sargent's fast. Connor Spear. So yeah, we'll probably end up where we were during open practice, which is somewhere in the middle. Somewhere in the mid-pack. Man, I had better laps during practice than I did in qualifying. Alright, let's go ahead and yeah, I already have it loaded in, so we're good there. 13.2, yep. So lost another spot, then we'll lose another spot, so yeah, we'll be right in the middle. So we'll probably be starting 8th, most likely. 8th or 9th, probably 9th. Oh, Dustin didn't qualify. I wonder why that is. So we're in heat race 2, starting 4th on the outside, which is not too bad. We'll go ahead and watch the race. Heat race number 1 coming at you. Yeah, while we're waiting for heat race number 1 to kick off, just want to let you know that we are going to be at Plymouth Dirt Track in Plymouth, Wisconsin, kicking off our first ever Beat the Pros challenge. So our first pro driver is going to be Logan Julian, which is our local IRA 410 driver, but you have seen him out there running with the Outlaws. Earlier this year, he started off his season getting things dialed in for the local shows here, so it'd be cool to have him turn some laps, and then the fans can go ahead and compete against his quick time, and you can get stuff from the merch trailer, as well as I got some prizes that you can get from Leadfoot Racing Entertainment as well. So it's a good time, family and friends to get together and have a little excellent competition. Bring a group of friends and add some wagers to it and see who can outdo the next guy or gal.
Green, green, green.
Yeah, it looks like people are mainly hanging with the slider line. Both corners, leaders running slider in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Everybody seems to be following suit. I don't see anybody hanging on the cushion yet. Well, there's a couple cars now that I see that. Ooh, dangerously close to that wall. And I believe, so 12 cars go directly to the feature. And then 4 transfer from the B main. So pretty much everybody that is here is going to make it, seeing that we only have 15 cars. So a little less pressure to be the fastest on the track. Alright, and that should wrap it up. One more time by, and that'll be it. Yeah, pretty good run. Blake ran it. Green and checkered. Out front. But yeah, wanted to get at least 1 or 2 races in today, because I gotta work on getting things
plenty of fuel to finish the race
for this coming weekend on
The
Saturday.
estimated SOF is 2,051.
So gates open at 4:30
It's competitive out there. Head down, stay
at
sharp.
Plymouth Dirt Track, and I will be there ready and waiting for you. Competition starts at 5 and goes all the way to 9 p.m. And afterwards, once the A main is done, and everybody who's in the competition can go ahead and stop by and see if they won or not.
Line up on the outside. Pit road is closed.
Yeah, I should have been watching Dustin Sargent, see where he finished in the heat race. So he started in the
Green
back,
flag,
he's
next
usually
time
pretty
by.
fast, so I wouldn't be too surprised if he ended up getting top 5, top 3.
Get ready, going green. Pace cars in. Green, green, green. About 5 laps of fuel left. 13, 46, 57, 70 fastest laps and ready. Need to go to track outside. 13, 47, 3, 2, 55. The leader just did up. 13, 44, 9, 8.
That was a close one. He might get me up though.
13, 48, 9, 4. You're third. You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
Yeah, probably another couple laps he would have had me.
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
Alright, so we'll probably have a 3-car B main. Holy cow. Alright, I guess I was wrong. We're going right to the feature. Sure, why not? Make sure we have enough fuel.
We've put in plenty of fuel to finish the race.
Yep, so just enough.
The estimated SOF is 2,051. It's competitive out there. Head down, stay sharp.
Never heard of them. Fusion Setup Shop. There's so many setup shops out there.
Waiting on the final car to grid. Everyone's gridded.
A lot of them are so close to each other, they change little adjustments here and there. So, I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I used to pay for setups, but...
Line up on the outside. Pit road is closed.
So, more than likely, we'll be just running the cushion.
Okay, bud, green flag, next time by.
Although mid-track isn't too bad, but... mid-track through 1 and 2 is pretty good. 3 and 4, it's getting a little...
ready?
little shiny, but...
Pace car's in. Green, green, green. Yellow flag is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed. Pasta 13, car. Pasta 6, car. Pasta 10, car. Pasta 2, car. Pasta 15, car. Pasta 11, car. Pit road is now open.
Thankfully, the caution was already out, so we didn't get marched to the back of the field.
Pasta 15, car. Pasta 14, car.
Get out of the way, guys.
Pasta 2, car. Pasta 11, car. Pasta 2, car. Pasta 2, car. You got wheel damage. Looks like one of your wheels is out of alignment. You'll have less grip out there. Pasta 12, car. Pasta 6, car. That aero damage is probably slowing you a lot. Pasta 13, car. Letter 1, car bike.
So that was awesome.
You good, Jason?
Not too impressed, we tried to avoid them.
Green flag.
The wingless guys.
I couldn't hear you.
Is my right front kind of jacked up? I'm guessing it is.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Alright, that's good.
Get ready, going green.
Pretty hard hit with them wingless guys going into the pits.
Pace cars in. Green flag, green flag. Yellow flag is out.
Again?
Single file. Pit road is closed. Pit road is now open.
Yeah, Dustin's a pretty good shit. I think when I first started iRacing, the first team I was on was Black Bullet Racing team, I believe it was, and I think Dustin was in there too. So I was on that team short while. Was on Premiere for a bit too. I think that might have been where I met up with Dustin, is in with the Premiere
Green flag, next time
speed
by.
shop. But there weren't hardly any sprint car drivers, and then I joined SSR, and a lot of guys were running a lot of other things, and I'm pretty much a hardcore dirt guy. So I kind of just
Get ready, going green.
been going on my own.
Like a million cars, please.
Pace cars in. Green flag, green flag. Yellow, yellow. Bottom single file. Pit road is closed.
Oh my goodness. We might not ever get done with this race, man. Third yellow in a row.
Pit road is now open.
So I'm probably going to give myself a little bit of wing angle, or not wing angle, but move my wing back a little bit.
Green flag, next time by.
Just won the green yet?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Jeez. He's funny.
Hey, just a heads up, you're flipping
Ready?
in and out. I didn't try and get into that start.
Pace cars in. Green flag, green flag. You're fifth. That car is a lap down. 14.176. The car in P2 just hit the fastest lap. 13.794.
Yeah, we're definitely not making any headway here.
The lead is 13.87. Slow car ahead. Yellow flag is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed. Catch that 4 car. Let the plate
Oh
car
man,
by.
you're lucky there was a nuke inbound.
Pit road is now open. Let the 1 car by. Let the pace car by.
Yeah, iRacing's broken.
Catch the 3 car. Okay, bud, green flag, next time by.
How many laps do we even have in?
Just won the
Jeez.
green again.
Yep.
24 laps remaining.
Thank you.
Ready? Pace car's in. Green flag, green flag. Next car's the leader. D5. That car is a lap down. 14.281.
Oh, that was a close one. faster coming down. Sliding 3 and 4.
Gaining on the car in front. The gap is 1.4 seconds. 14.335.
Didn't need that.
Stopped up high, north right around, line of single file. Big rotor's closed. Catch down 4, car. Catch down 4, car. Then to go straight.
I wonder,
Catch down 4, car.
wonder if Dustin got hung up on the wall or what.
Man, Dustin, you must
The
be on
road
the
is
hammer.
now
You
open.
put 3 minutes on us.
I know, right, man? Full send.
Alright.
Plus, I got a black flag out of nowhere. I don't know what's going on.
Is there 2 to go or 1? Could be 2, right?
2 to go right now, yes.
Thank you.
So, we might be fortunate enough to finish in 6th where we started with Dustin's black flag. Okay, ooh, 10 to go.
Okay, bud, green flag next time by. Pass about 12, car.
1 to go. We'll try 3.
Pass about 4, car. Get ready, going green. Pace car's in. Green, green, green. Next car's the leader. You're in 4th. That car's a lap down. 14.909.
Hope I see you later, dude.
The lead is at 14.16.
That definitely did not help.
Going well, keep at it. You got wheel damage. You have about 5 laps of fuel left. Car 5.
just hang out down low.
14, 47, 1, 4. You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
Good race.
Slow car down low.
Well, we made it.
All right, there's the checkered flag. Great job, driver.
Definitely a ton of poorly executed turns on my part. Oh yeah, so there's a little bit of wing damage there. But for the most part, the car stayed in one piece despite my best efforts to junk us. Hey, and we finished fourth, so I'll take it. We should have advanced 2 positions. I gotta check and see what we have for who. So we have 4 incident points charged to us, which means we had 2 incidents. So 2 points per incident. So not a bad run. Pretty smooth track, so that was kind of nice. But hey, not too bad. We'll take fourth. Let me see if I can get us into one more race, and then we'll call it a wrap for the live stream. So just sit tight, and we'll be right back with you. All right, well, we are going to try a different class of racing here. So this is going to be the Skip Barber Driving School in a Indy car. And we are going to be at Summit Point. All right. Haven't really raced these before, so this should be interesting. I'm probably sure we're gonna have to change our driver height. So we sit a little bit lower in the car. Yep, so it could sit a little lower. Would be
Give
good.
us a few clean laps to get our fuel numbers.
And then my wing adjustment that I normally would use for in-car adjustments is not working. Let's see if we can fix that. I might have to go and assign it to... Yeah. We'll just go in and do options and see if we can fix our driver height. So we'll try that. I think it was better before. Yeah, still need to shift it some more. Ooh. A little better. Maybe we'll max it out and see what that looks like. Driver height, we'll do 2.8. Alright. Wish us luck.
Got a slow car on the right, car stopped on the right.
Oh.
Car 38 just hit the fastest lap. 21.157.
Yeah, I probably think it's best to not qualify.
73. Car 38 just hit the fastest lap. 20.97. Your rear wing is damaged. Might have lost some downforce. Watch for oversteer.
I felt the rear end come out on me a little bit there. I gotta get better at that corner. Oh, jeez. I'd have to put some training wheels on or something. Jeez Louise. Well, it's definitely interesting, isn't it? I'd rather run trucks than these, but that's mainly because I'm not very experienced with them, so I'm... And I'm driving like I have no idea what I'm doing.
Hey,
so.
Carl. How you doing? What's up, Touch? It's this turn right here that coming up. Trying to remember which one it is. This one. Serge Poirier. It's kind of one cool thing about running these different classes. You get guys from pretty much all over the globe. So Australia, Brazil, Italy, Virginia's. Yeah, so pretty cool. And I'll just say ready to race because we suck so bad. We're just going to hang out in the back. That way, if we do wreck, we're not killing a bunch of people. And ruining their race. Except now the long wait for qualifying to finish up. Maybe we should have qualified just for turning some laps here. So that was my mistake. Alright, let's see. Nobody qualified or has a qualifying lap in yet.
Yeah, and if you have another interest or another chassis that's about the same dimensions as the sprint car one, it wouldn't take too much to do some fabrication and make it work for you. I was talking to a guy that does UTV racing in VR, and that chassis is about the same size as this sprint car chassis I have cut down here, so it doesn't have to be a sprint car chassis that you use with this motion base. You may have to get creative in some aspects too to get it how you want it, but I've seen some insane prices of over $3,000 just for a seat mover. And we are competitively priced where you can actually get an entire base for the same cost. So coming in at $35.50 for the base. Ain't gonna break the bank. Okay, 4 minutes. We should have some results in now. Yep. Ooh, a driver from Italy has quick time right now. Dang. Yeah, out of all the Indy stuff, I really like the oval tracks, especially when you can partner up with somebody. You can turn some really fast laps that way. Pretty much drifting or drafting, pushing and drafting, more drafting than pushing. I know, like in NAS trucks. They do a lot of pushing each other from behind. If I remember correctly. All right, 2 minutes, about 2 minutes remaining, and then we'll be getting into our 18 lap feature, and we'll see how we do. I have a good idea how we're gonna do, but and maybe down the road I'll download some other titles and we can turn some laps in it. So the app that I use for motion is SimTools, so any game that SimTools is able to run will work with this platform, so you're not just limited to iRacing, you have plenty of options out there. All right, about a minute. Waiting. I just happened to see the name up here in P5, Spittle House. That is quite the name. Where is Mr. Spittlehouse from? The West. Somewhere in the West. Probably one of the funnier names I've come across on here. Alright. Here we go. 5 seconds. We'll be hitting the track.
The estimated SOF is 2,067. There are a lot of points on the table. Be smart and get a good finish.
Oh yeah, top 5 for sure. Yeah, right. Interesting position for the RPM gauge, huh?
Good luck, everyone.
5 cars left to grid.
Yeah, good luck, I guess.
Well, I'll be back here making sure that there's no stragglers. I'll keep them moving. Keep them moving along. And normally you would have mirrors, but
Still waiting on 2 cars to
I
grid.
don't really need them enabled for sprint car racing, so they're not enabled here. But we got a big one, a big rear view mirror there, so I think we'll be just fine. Yeah, I should have busted out the training wheels and turned on the driving line.
Waiting on the final car to grid.
It kind of shows you when the braking zone, when you should consider braking.
Everyone's gridded. Green flag, green flag.
Cleaned up that corner a little bit.
Slow car ahead. Car stopped ahead. You got a slow car on the
Holy
left.
wreckage.
Car stopped on the right.
Jesus, man, don't rejoin like that.
Right side. Clear the right.
My bad, man.
45.204.
No. We'll move over.
Left side. Stay on the right. Clear on the left. Left side. Stay on the right. Stay on the right. Clear on the left. We've got a slow car on the left. Left side. Stay on the right. Clear on the left. Only 303. Car stopped ahead.
Dude, whoever was stopped in the turn 1 right on the racing line, what are you doing?
Disconnecting, apparently. I'm not quite sure on how much I can push this car.
Yeah, Luke, are you actually gonna like race or are you gonna just keep weaving? Because this is pointless.
The car in P2 just set the fastest lap. 21.
You did it last time, so what to do it?
27.818. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be an arsehole, but you know, you've done it for a race, and you can just, I know you're quicker than me, so I don't know why you keep weaving back and forth, like.
One on the darts.
Left side. Clear on the left.
You did that in lap 13 last race, kept warming the tyres, yeah.
Got wheel damage. Looks like one of your wheels is out of alignment. You'll have less grip out there.
That's right, the tires started really sliding.
Sure.
Don't just, wait for me.
Well, at least that wasn't too bad.
The car in P2 just set the fastest lap. 21.246. You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 5.6 seconds. 31.27.
Cleaned up that corner a little bit.
The car in P2 just set the fastest lap. 20.38.
right, yeah, we're feeling the track out a little bit.
27.655. That was your fastest lap of the session.
So you gotta hit this one. There you go.
The leader just did a 21.201. The car in P4 just set the fastest lap. 20.753.
Nope, someone's off the track.
27.529. That was your fastest lap of the session.
So how much can we push it through this corner? That'll work.
You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 8.1 seconds.
I don't know, I think that was a pretty decent lap. Guess we'll find out here shortly.
26.138. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Felt pretty good. I'm getting a little bit more comfortable now.
Twenty-five point 774. That was your fastest lap of the session. car in P4 just set the fastest lap. 20:47.17.
There we go.
Twenty-five, 49.77.
A little slower.
The car in P4 just set the fastest lap. 20:46.01. Twenty-five, 46.99.
Yes.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
I'm not sure on the braking zone on these. Alright, we're slowly pushing down our lap time, so that's good.
Twenty-five, 45.25. That was your
Nice.
fastest lap of the session. The leader just did a 20:48.24.
A 120. And I'm happy about 125. Oh, there you go.
That was your fastest lap of the session. The car in P2 just set the fastest lap. 20.233. The leader is coming up on you. They're not A5. Left side. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear on the left. .174. It's going well. Keep at it. Left side. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear on the left.
Well, it didn't wreck anybody, so that's good.
.437. Go straight. .437.
Yeah, there you
That
go.
was your fastest lap of the session.
Well, if you're still hanging out with us, appreciate you coming along for the ride. You can kind of see what this motion platform does on a asphalt track. with switchbacks and all sorts of fun stuff.
White flag next time I have a stripe.
Ooh, is that a card that's got junked? Nope. Bunch of phones. And hopefully this will be our fastest lap yet. I just gotta clean this up here a little bit.
All right, there's the checkered flag. We'll get them next time.
I don't think so. We'll do a rear chase once. Yeah, pretty happy though. Improved lap after lap, getting more comfortable behind the wheel with this car. Yep, not a good corner. Alright, well that was interesting. Tried something a little different. So where did we end up? I know we ended up in 14th. We started out in 15th and advanced one position. So I guess is what it is. Never ran these before, so I guess can't really expect too much. But thanks for coming along for the ride. Hopefully you enjoyed the on-track racing action, and we'll definitely look for you out at the track at Plymouth Dirt Track in Plymouth, Wisconsin, or on the next live stream. And while you're passing some time, go and check out our website too and get yourself your own sprint car motion simulator. We'd love to hook you up with one of these bad boys. You'll definitely not be sorry that you picked one up. Matter of fact, it'll probably be one of the best purchases that you're going to make this year. So thanks for coming along for the ride again. Peace.